Teams 2 rounds down, 2 to go. The battle for the Eastern Conference continues. Game 1 of the conference finals. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. With Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. It's the Orlando Magic and the Miami Heat. Taking a look at Miami. In a 7-game series, they have the home crowd advantage. You can feel it in the air, guys. But will they be able to start this series with the win?
Well, other than Game 7, I think Game 1 is the most important game of the series. For them as a home team, especially, lose this game, and then there goes home court advantage.
I don't see that happening. I mean, I just can't see it. Listen to this crowd. I mean, they don't want to let them down. So I can't see them losing this game. The atmosphere is electric, and that's going to play to their advantage here.
A look at the Magic starting group. Thomas is out there with Monroe. Then there's Havlicek, and it's Duncan, and it's Chamberlain in at the 5 down low. Here's McGrady, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to go on Earl Monroe. Miami's shooting their first free throws of this game. And McGrady drops them both. Here's Thomas. Now the dish to Duncan. Nowitzki with the steal. All going up court. And then Durant with the dunk.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And so here is Miami following the bucket by Orlando. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Durant. Good on the three-point shot. Durant's got 5 points so far.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense, but he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Duncan kicks to Chamberlain. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
And he gets it to go. Chamberlain got his second basket.
You know, with the extra weight he has over his man there, I mean, he's going to be hard to slow down when he gets ahead of steam. Those extra LBs make a difference.
Now, here's Thomas. And the pass to Chamberlain. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
The Heat have gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
5 of 5 to start the game, and it might be the second quarter before they miss the way they're knocking these shots down. Boy, everything's pure.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Reverse that one home. Now that was nice, real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control.
How about the power and grace on that finish?
Thomas dishes to Chamberlain. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nowitzki. Goes up off the inbound. And Chamberlain with the stuff. The Heat leading by 5. Out to the wing. It's stolen by Duncan. Havlicek kicks to Thomas. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Chamberlain with the block. Havlicek kicks to Thomas. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played.
And that's 2 fouls for him very early in this ball game. He'll probably have to spend some time on the bench before halftime.
Here's Iverson. Shot from the inbound.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Again, Iverson missing. Monroe's shot is good.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple. What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Screen by Duncan. Thomas passes to Havlicek. Chamberlain dishes to Thomas. 5 to shoot. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
And Miami going with a whole new group out there. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Stoudemire's checked in for Chamberlain. Baylor comes in for Havlicek. Richmond, who's checked in for Monroe. And Free subbed in for Thomas. Out of bounds, Miami takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
The Magic making a switch here. They get it back.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And Irving with the basket on the assist by Wilkins.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Richmond for 3. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Wilkins can't get it to go. The Magic trail by 4. Ball's knocked loose. Outside for Richmond. .32 seconds left in the first quarter. Sinks the three-pointer. Richmond's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And he gets the bucket.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
To the paint. Now here's Baylor. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Wilkins. That's in, coming off the assist from Robertson.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Richmond for 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of play.
Got it! No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Miami ahead. They're up by 5. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Miami.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, and they've also balanced that, though, guys, with the attack off the bounce as well to get them some points.
And a moment now to reset the lineup, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Miami, Wilkins is out there with Andre Kirilenko. Then there's Robertson. Then there's Irving. And it's Russell in at the center, locking down the middle. And Wilkins gets it to go.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
On the wing, Irving lets it fly. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Havlicek. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
He looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Yeah, he climbed all over him. I mean, there's a picture of that one in the officiating manual. So, clear, easy call.
Tim Duncan, he's checked in for the Magic. Monroe comes in for free. For Miami, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Looking at the game for Wilkins, he has 8 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from behind.
And Chamberlain with the stuff.
Tim Duncan, even in his advanced years, showing you that great vision and still getting it done. Nice pass.
On deep, Robertson tries to keep it alive, but he stays with it. Stolen by Monroe. Here's Chamberlain. Havlicek kicks to Monroe. Feeds it to Richmond. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. This one for 3. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. Thomas checked in for Richmond. On deep, Robertson. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Robertson's got 5 points now this quarter. And Thomas, here we go. Chamberlain against Russell. And Monroe kicks to Havlicek. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Irving. Finished off the break. Irving's got 7 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
Got that one up quick. 6 points for him.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
Pass to Monroe. Back to Havlicek. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Havlicek's got 5.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Duncan. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Well, Heat leading by 11. Irving for 3. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the 3-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Baylor dishes to Duncan. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
And that one's good.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Monroe with it. Iverson picks him up. Baylor. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
And that one's good. McGrady.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
And that one's good.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Stoudemire comes in for Tim Duncan. And Freeze subbed in for Havlicek.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
For 3, Richmond. Iverson grabs the board. The 17-footer. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And the first half is now in the books. Heat lead by 12. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back to the Eastern Conference Finals here on 2K Sports.
Excellent game we've seen from Kyrie Irving. 15 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how about the opening half of basketball he played? I mean, so much riding on this game, and he came out with a sense of urgency to start.
And that's part of his greatness. I mean, in big games, he always performs, lays it out. He loves the games where everybody's watching, and you can see why. This is a big-time performer here.
So on the floor for Orlando, you've got Monroe. Chamberlain is out there with Duncan. Then there's Havlicek. And it's Thomas in at the 1. The Heat leading by 15. Nowitzki with it. Guarded now by Duncan. Iverson, no good. Orlando's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
And here they come. Havlicek, the pass to Chamberlain. It's stolen by McGrady. And there's the foul. It goes on Mr. Incredible. That's his first foul. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. The Magic trailed by 15. Here's Havlicek. And he slams it one-handed.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. Here's Havlicek. And it's off from three-point range. The Heat leading by 13. And then Durant with the dunk.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
And the dunk by Duncan.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, guys, that might also put a little spark into those guys.
Iverson again. Havlicek. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling. How about the game? Havlicek's been happy. He has 8 points and 5 assists.
You know what? He's getting to the line. He's passing. He's really just converting in both those areas. He has been money.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really old school basketball, and you know how that is. Certain parts of the game never go out of style. They're always relevant, and he's excelled in those areas today.
To the inside. It's tipped. Stolen by Thomas. Now Havlicek. He's got 9. Thomas kicks to Chamberlain. No good from Bailey.
You have to be willing to pass in those situations. That was a low percentage shot.
Rejected by Nowitzki. But they'll get another chance. Havlicek dishes to Stoudemire. Fires the 3. And it's Havlicek missing.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Dirk Nowitzki, he can dish the rock too.
The Magic trail by 10. Thomas passes to Chamberlain. And that's collected by Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And here's Iverson outside. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Smooth, guys. Very good job there of getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
And you know, those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes as much as any single play in a game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can't allow, if you're the opponent, to have that guy continue to beat you in that manner on the backcourt.
What do you guys think so far at the offensive approach for the Heat?
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've got down in transition.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Here's Free. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. The Heat leading by 8. And here's Iverson outside. And the shot is good. Iverson's got 10 points.
And he had 1 in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on it.
Baylor against Durant. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Abdul-Jabbar kicks to Nowitzki. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. Takes it from 10. Here's McGrady. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Check out the game for baddest one. He has 9 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
Here's Free. 41 seconds left to play in the third. Good. Free's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Baylor drives in. Misses from short range.
I'd like to see him use a little clock here.
I agree with you. Milk the clock with this possession. That's what they've got to be doing.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience?
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Miami ahead. They're up by 7. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And the final period of play just about to start. The Magic trail by 7. Russell is up there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then there's Robertson. Then there's baddest one. And it's Kirilenko in the small forward position. It's the group on the floor for Miami. Free can't get it to go.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount. Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
And Bill Russell slams it in.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Monroe against Robertson. Outside for Richmond. Down low.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Iverson's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar, and Irving subbed in for baddest one. Orlando also making some changes. Havlicek, he's checked in for Richmond, and Isaiah Thomas is subbed in for Free. And it's Havlicek missing.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Robertson kicks to Kirilenko. Left side, Irving. That one off the back iron and out.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Good on the shot.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Thomas kicks to Duncan. He feeds it to Havlicek. Chamberlain a screen. Shot clock at 6. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Havlicek.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question, I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
Here's Irving. Here's Russell. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Here's Duncan. Iverson grabs the board. Robertson drives in. Iverson kicks to Irving. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson. And it's an 11-point Heat lead. Thomas dishes to Chamberlain. Monroe wide open. And it's Russell with the rebound. Russell's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Robertson. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Robertson's got 4 points now in the quarter. And Duncan throws it down hard.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
No good from Irving. The Magic trailed by 11. And there's Isaiah Thomas, the assist from Havlicek. Havlicek's got 6 assists now in the game.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
And he gets it back. Monroe kicks to Havlicek. And it's sent back by Russell. Robertson drives in. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Dominique Wilkins. He's checked in for Iverson. And a switcher also for Orlando. Stoudemire's checked in.
Man, if ever there were a way to kick off the NBA Conference Finals, this is it. Going to be a table-setting victory here in Game 1 for the Heat.
And the big difference here was accuracy behind the three-point line, Clark.
Well, they started spraying them from deep, and then it spread out the defense, and they had all the looks they wanted.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Irving. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Guys, no real chance for them to come back now.
Nope, this one is sealed and delivered.
Yeah, I think the focus has to be on their next game at this point.
And the dunk by Duncan.
Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand, the most basic finish possible.
But he still makes it look good. Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
Here's Irving. And there's another one for the Heat.
Terrific run to
Again, thanks for joining us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. It was a great Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Now, Game 2, just about ready to tip off. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Hart. It's the Orlando Magic and the Miami Heat. Taking a look at Miami. A successful outing in Game 1 has them right where they want to be with a chance here, guys, to take Game 2 on their home court.
History tells us when you can win the first 2 games of a series, it's not 100% certain, but you give yourself a pretty decisive edge in the series.
Yeah, they'll take control with the win here, no doubt about that. So if you're the road team, it's even more critical to get this first one to survive in the series. Lose 2 in a row, and they'll go home with their backs clearly against the wall.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Magic, we've got Chamberlain. Baylor is out there with Duncan. Then it's Richmond. And it's Thomas in at the 5. About a minute played so far here in the first. Abdul-Jabbar with the bucket.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Out of bounds, Miami takes possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
For Miami, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Thomas with the steal. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
How about the quick hands on the steal and the quick feet on the break?
Yeah, careless, silly mistake there, though. I mean, coughing the ball up and then not being quick enough to get back on defense, that's costly.
And he gets one to fall, and now 1 out of his first 4.
The Heat shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Here's Baylor. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Baylor's got his first points in this one.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And McGrady comes to help. Thomas's shot is off. The Heat have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break, but how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Now the Heat with it. They're on a 12-4 run right now. From deep. And again, Miami with the triple.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
There's the dish to Abdul-Jabbar. And here's Iverson outside. The long distance three is buried. Iverson's got 6.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side until they finally get the one they want.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
You know what? I think he had to call timeout right now just to get his guys to regroup because they were really ragged out there.
Yeah, they've got to get some things straightened out. And sometimes the best way to do that is with a timeout. They look to be overwhelmed right now.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Richmond with it. He's picked up by Irving.
Tell you what, guys, his size really comes into play when there's a rebound battle going on. He's got an advantage in there.
And it's Wilkins finishing it off.
And how about the grasp they had on the game plan for this one?
You know, I know it's early, but I don't think I'm going out on a limb when I say we could be headed for a blowout unless something dramatically changes and fast.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Orlando making some changes. Amari Stoudemire. He's checked in for Chamberlain. Havlicek comes in for Richmond. And Freeze subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Irving kicks to Kirilenko. Pass to Wilkins. And the basket by Kirilenko.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Pass to Baylor. Back to Havlicek. The shake. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Heat.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
And he gets it to go.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
The Magic trailed by 9. Baylor with the ball. Picked up by Robertson. Here's Sabonis to the wing on the left. Here's Baylor. Cans it from downtown. Baylor's got 8 points.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now here's Baylor. Here's Stoudemire. And he banks in the layup. Stoudemire's got his first basket of the night.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting. Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? You like their effort level here in the early going. I mean, they're really making things happen for themselves.
From deep, Robertson. And no good trying to get that. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Heat lead by 8. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And we welcome you back to the Eastern Conference Finals here on 2K Sports. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
They've been a well-oiled machine offensively thus far.
They've kept the ball moving, Greg, and their opponents chasing after it. That's how they've piled up all the points.
They've got Andre Kirilenko. Robertson is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Russell. And it's Wilkins in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the Heat. And good on the second, so he makes them both. They double him with Irving. Thomas gets to Duncan. And Kirilenko sends it back.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
And there's Robertson. That's good on the assist by Wilkins. And the Heat lead by 15.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Now, here is Irving. After the miss from Tim Duncan. And the basket by Kirilenko.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
So it's Miami now, following the bucket by Orlando. Irving's shot is good.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Monroe's checked in for Havlicek. Here is Thomas. 5 points in the game. Dishes it to Chamberlain. Rebound by the Heat.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-overs. You got to finish the job.
The shot by Kirilenko, no good. The Magic trailed by 18. Orlando moving the ball around. Thomas gets a wide open look. And the 3 ball is good. Thomas got 8 points.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D could afford to give him. And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Now here's Richmond. Out to Monroe. Thomas passes to Duncan. And Kirilenko sends it back. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Whoa! He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers. +8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far. Well, Isaiah Thomas is getting it done. He has 8 points, and he's hit the mark twice from 3-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
The Heat making a switch here. Durant's checked in. And the Magic making a change here as well. Stoudemire's checked in. Irving, good.
You know, the teardrop sometimes is one of those, oh no, oh yeah shots.
Here's Thomas. And it's sent back by Russell. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Baddest one's checked in for Andre Kirilenko. Baylor, he's checked in for the Magic.
You know, with that much of a height advantage, that's exactly what you should do. Take it straight to the rim.
And that one's good. McGrady.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
To the paint, and the foul goes against Orlando. Free against Irving to the left wing. Here's Durant. Sabonis grabs the board.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Free passes to Monroe. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. The Heat leading by 20. Kicks it to Robertson. Trying to find Durant. He's got it now. And there's the foul. It goes on Mr. Incredible. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And here comes McGrady leading the fast break. And then Durant with the dunk.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop.
I think the crowd is still stunned by that one.
Havlicek, he's checked in for Orlando. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Passes it to Sabonis. Shot from 12. That one a little long. Miami's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. From downtown, and it's McGrady that time on the assist by Irving. Irving's got assist number 5 here tonight. The dive for the ball. The Magic shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight, and he knocks down the first one.
Even though they're trailing, they're having some success from the foul line here, and that could go a long way towards getting them back into it. This is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line right here.
And the 3 off target. Orlando's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. And that one's good from Havlicek.
They've slowed down casting those triples here in the second.
And Clark, I'd like to see them go back outside. They've been shooting well from the perimeter.
The shot is good by Baylor. Baylor's got 10.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money. And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
The Heat shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second, getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
17 seconds left to play in the first half. Free passes to Sabonis. The feed to Baylor. And Durant sends it back. With 2 seconds left, they recover it. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Miami ahead, opening up a huge gap. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena.
Give it up for your Heat Dancers.
It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this game 2. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
You know, we talk so often about making your teammates better, and his ability to see the floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
Boy, I tell you what, they say he's not a playmaker, but he certainly has fooled me with the way he's performing right now.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
Excellent game we've seen from Kyrie Irving. He's got 13 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 3-pointers.
Well, when he's squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked them down.
On the court for Orlando, we've got Richmond. Duncan is up there with Chamberlain. Then it's Thomas. And it's Baylor in the small forward position. Iverson dishes to Nowitzki. Good ball movement here by Miami. And there's Iverson. That's good on the assist by Nowitzki. And it's 9 points for Iverson. Chamberlain kicks to Baylor. He feeds it to Thomas. Baylor drives in. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Baylor's got 12 points in the game.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. The Heat making a switch here. Irving's checked in.
Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
Now, here is Chamberlain. 6 points for him. Baseline try. And the shot is good. Richmond's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Duncan kicks to Richmond. And a miss there on the triple.
4 for 5 so far. That's their first miss of the second half.
And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Allen Iverson's checked in for Miami. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Thomas passes to Richmond. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Richmond's got 11.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
And that one's good. And the Heat lead by 18.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
The Magic making a switch here. Monroe's checked in, and it's Iverson missing. The Magic trail by 18. Double team on Thomas. Duncan dishes to Chamberlain. Feeds to Richmond. And stolen by Iverson. To the middle. Stolen by Monroe. Richmond kicks to Chamberlain. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's his first trip to the line. And the first one drops. And he makes both free throws.
It's been a solid outing. For Mr. Incredible. He's got 8 points. And he's made some good decisions with the basketball, too.
Ball is turned over.
And being smart with the ball like he's been today, Clark, I think it's critical for him and them. He should repeat that every game.
Cali, convict music. We the best. Yeah, we taking over. Listen. Spread out with it. South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, on the North Carolina, Philadelphia, Virginia. From down in Miami, where it warm in the winter. On up to Minnesota, where it's storm in the winter. Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Memphis, 10, holla at me. B&H-Town, Southside, Cloverland, Daddy, I'm the man out in Dallas. Better ass Cali. Catman Cali with my eyes open valley. Blowing and spinning, going down Vinny. Drop 6, 4, 3, wheel and switch it. Red light stop, make it drop for the with it. Anything you hear that I said, I meant it. Can't got the crown, then spit out with it. Say you need I said I get it. If you want to, we can supply you. Got enough work to feed the whole town. They won't you unless you try to. Come around and try to stop on our ground. Cause we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over.
Black flag, we rich. Yeah.
Listen.
Bounce, it's what I does. I get money every day I does that. It's how I ride. Black flag on the left, too. And ride, you better move. Yeah, get shit like shine that's on my neck. I'm big like Diddy. I'm with it. Cali, we did it. Biggie in my city. Please don't fit it. Hit them too. The bread and get stupid. Silly. Money that come, run it like water. Money so hot. Miami on fire, you better be. Might get on the porch of your fortress. Yeah, they see it, but no one reports it. I run this,
Cause
Rick
we
Rouse,
taking
follow.
over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Listen.
That when you see, better duck like the Mac, gotta ease past. What? I don't give a f***, I run these streets, y'all talk that. I want that beef. I'ma tell you like a G told me, they'll come back quick if cash rule everything around me. I'm YSL, Versace. You can see me in that Porsche GT. Coming down Sunset, sitting on D. Feeling like Pac, all eyes on me. Fresh bandana and I'm mad trees. Please, I spit every verse. Some say Cali, some say Khalid. 12 years down and I'm finally
If you
free.
want to, we can supply you. Got enough work to feed the whole town. They won't you unless you try to. Come around and try to stop on our ground. Cause we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Listen.
Birdman dad, I'm number one. Can't make me wrong, so we got him done. The family, I'ma give him some. Spent that conda, he didn't run. Sunday had a whole church singing a song. Why they had to send my baby home? And with some that paper long. Been a G in the game, now my son on the throne.
I am the beast. Feed me rappers or feed me beats. I'm untamed, I need a leash. I'm insane, I need a shrink. I love I need a leech. Why complain on easy streets? I don't even talk, I let the visa speak. And I like my Sprite Easter pink. And my wrist was your paw, but the mule is cooler. I have more juice than your jeweler. Touching, I will your medulla. That's a it is not a tumor. Red light, stop your rumors. I stay on track like a box of Pumas. I just rock with Junior. I am the little big Cause we taking it over. One city at a time.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know. I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
Did all my laps in the gym, the sweat ran off my skin. They thought I ran out of breath, but I was just catching my wind. That only happens to them. I gotta capture my win. I practice 31 days a month and I practice again. Was born equipped with sportsmanship, so I just laugh and I grin. Victory is my objective, I don't have to pretend. Spread my wings like an eagle and let them flap in the wind. No guts, no glory, no pain, no gain. These are actions of men. My teammate is a warrior, got my back to the end. My offense is God sent. You gon' have to defend. My crossover is vicious. I got more swagger than him. Hit the bottom of the net or the back of the rim. Your style is a flagrant foul. Your score, I'ma take it down. All of your trash talking was pointless. Say it now. You slacking in goaltending. My actions are bone chilling. Got the home court advantage. I'm back on the road winning. Road winning.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come
I gotta hold a city down anyhow. They gon' have to really bow. Totally dominate the game in front of any crowd. I keep it 100 while you only